Hi, I'm David Kroll for Texas Bar TV, and I'm here with G. Douglas Jones, more appropriately Doug Jones, I guess, the lead attorney in the later prosecution of some of the perpetrators of the 16th Street church bombing in Birmingham in 1963. But Doug did not finally make this come to fruition until about 2001, isn't that correct?
Correct, 2001 and 2002.
What would you say was your biggest obstacle in moving forward at that much later time?
Oh, we were racing against time. We knew that witnesses had died. I mean, we had lost a lot of witnesses in the intervening period that we felt like could help us. We actually lost some during the investigation who passed away before we were able to bring the charges. So, we knew that we had to move and had to move quickly. These witnesses were getting older, they were going to be lost, their memories were going to be lost. So that was the biggest thing, to just getting it through and getting people, families and everybody else to go back in time, jog their memory, show them what we can. But it truly was a race against time.
I'm just curious what motivated you personally to take on such a Herculean task at that point?
Well, part of that I think was just deep down, having been a fan of Bill Baxley's and having sat through as a law student watching the Chambliss trial that Bill prosecuted in 1977, and I had a connection with one of the family members, been a longtime friend for many years, Chris McNair, who was father of Denise McNair. So this case was actually opened up right before I became the U.S. Attorney, but it was just some kind of divine intervention, and it was one of those that you have a personal connection to. And I think, too, knowing the scars that it left on the city where I grew up and the town, scars that we could provide a little bit of healing to, was really important. That was just such an open wound at the time. And Birmingham had made so many strides and it progressed so much. But the one thing left undone was to try to bring to justice the people who did this horrible crime. And so it wasn't just me. I had a wonderful team, and we were all just as dedicated to the same goal. And just it's one of those things, you just don't give up. You just don't want to let it go.
I just want to say to all of you who did not get a chance to see the presentation that Doug Jones and Bill Baxley, the Attorney General, who reopened or really got the case moving in about 1971, if you've not had a chance to hear these gentlemen, anytime you do, and I believe they might come to El Paso in October, we've just been hooked up for that, but please do. The presentation was fascinating. Thank you so much, Mr. Jones. Appreciate you taking the time.
My pleasure.
For Texas Bar TV, I'm David Kroll.